All right, everyone, welcome back. Today, I wanted to discuss a few things, just random things in general. I've been reading this book lately. The cover isn't on there because I got it from the library at school, and a lot of the times the books don't have covers because, I don't know, people eat them or something, right? The book is called The Denial of Death. A very interesting book by Ernest Becker. Society has been set up in a way which we deny death. I mean, think about it. You got religion, every religion, when you boil it down in its essence, is essentially about avoiding death at the end of the day. Christianity, Catholicism, Judaism, Allah, Muslims, even Buddhism, right? And Hinduism, they have these gods, but when you die, you don't die. You go to heaven, you reincarnate in the sense of Buddhism, right? I don't know all these other religions. I'm not very in depth on the history, but I do know you don't die and see a void, at least in these religions. So society has set up this denial of death for us. And because of this, living through the history of religion for hundreds and hundreds of years and what's been baked into society is waking up and living every moment of your life like you won't die, right? And it's not something you implicitly or explicitly think about, right? It's implicit. You, in the back of your mind, in your subconscious, you're going through your day, you're walking down the street, not thinking, hey, I could get hit by a car. Now, obviously, in a sense of evolution, it's not necessarily very productive anymore to think about death constantly. A couple hundred years ago, maybe 1,000 years ago, 2,000, 5,000, yeah, you had to think about death more often because reproducing was really your only goal, and you could only reproduce if you were alive, right? But now that society has evolved in this beautiful production of, well, we don't really have very many chances to die. I mean, obviously we do, but compared to back then, we don't. We live longer. We don't randomly just drop dead. I mean, we do sometimes, but generally that's going to be older people and stuff, right? But the whole point, what I'm trying to get at is, we have not accepted as a human being that we're going to die, like literally going to die, right? And the whole point of bringing this up is about die less. Okay, now we're reaching a point in humanity, in history, in society, in technology, where much like religion, except this time it's real, we literally may never die. I mean, think about that. It's an incredible concept. The reason we won't die is because AI is going to be so advanced that the healthcare system, the healthcare system, yeah, but beyond that, AI is going to develop drugs and solve aging problems that humans can't conceptualize, let alone even go about solving, right? So I think the pharmaceutical industry is going to be the first area it's going to get hit, right? We have these GLP-1 agonists that are causing weight loss because of, muting your hunger signals through hormones like ghrelin and leptin and all that fun stuff, right? But think about a couple years from down the line, 5 years, 10 years, obesity shouldn't be an issue anymore. I mean, these drugs are just going to be constantly evolving and improving, and every generation they get better and better. I mean, most people don't know, but these GLP-1 style antagonists, they've been around for, I want to say like 2 decades, but with the FDA and drug processing, it takes a while to get them approved on the markets. So we've known about these drugs for a long time. Think about how AI will advance everything. We will not die, right? Now, there's this girl in the gym. I want to ask her out. She's blonde, she's got weight in all the right places, if you know what I'm talking about. But listen, I guess I'm just a pussy because I haven't done it yet. But time is running out, Anyways, we need to figure something out in that aspect, right? Because I gotta reproduce and evolve as a human too, because I'm gonna die too. Well, maybe not actually, die less. So on to die less. What is the real meaning of this project, of this business, of this app, of this algorithm, of this technology, of this way of life? I am copying Brian Johnson 100%. I will admit that. But I think die less is a little more accessible than don't die, right? And I've been thinking about how can I explain this concept to people. And I've drafted this mission statement, okay? Here it is, listen. We are designing an algorithm which will be able to quantify a person's food intake or their diet, right? Their diet quality based on factors such as brand reputation, sourcing, pesticides, GMOs, carcinogens, heavy metals, microplastics, pesticides, etc., and a nutritional quality in general. And we're going to give users a nutritional score of their diet quality, representing how fast they are dying and what they can do to die less. Okay? We're going to conglomerate everything you eat, and we're going to give you a score. How fast is this killing you? I mean, think about it. We track our sleep. We get a sleep number, right? People, they wear the Whoop, they wear the Apple Watch, they wear the Oura Ring. You're tracking your heart rate, your sleep score, all these metrics. You're getting your blood pressure checked. You're getting blood work done for your glucose. You go to the gym, you track your weight progression, right? Your progressive overload. You go to a restaurant, you start tracking the calories, how much protein is in this meal. Why are we not tracking the quality of the food? I mean, at the end of the day, sure, a lot of results of longevity are just going to be coming from maintaining a healthy weight, for example, which you can achieve just by, tracking your calories, being in a calorie deficit. But at the end of the day, too, you have to realize it gets deeper than that. We have these other components of our diet. Like I mentioned, these toxins and carcinogens, heavy metals, and all that stuff, which they may not be directly causing us all these issues we're facing as a society, especially in America, with cardiovascular health and obesity and all these health problems, but they're definitely playing a role. And so I'm just thinking, I'm envisioning, why is there not an algorithm that someone's developed in which we can quantify the quality of what you eat? You know what I'm saying? I think it's a genius idea, and think about it. With additional research, the end goal is being able to extrapolate the real world implications of what a low or high DILES score means, Think about if you have a DILES score that's, I don't know, under 50, maybe it's in the 30s. What does this mean for you, right? You could have increased weight gain, you could have depression, you could have cardiovascular problems, increased health risk factors for basically everything, right? All of these issues could be piling up. Your health is worse, and you can essentially track that and boil it down to a number, right? And as you improve your DILES score, say you go above 50, you're in the green, you're starting to hit the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, if that's possible. What does this mean for you? Well, you'll probably see better health outcomes, right? Lower overall risk factor for all-cause mortalities, right? Better cardiovascular health, better mood, lower rates of depression, better functioning in your body as just a human being, and that means your physical health, your mental health, you're stronger, you look better, your skin's better, and you can contribute. I mean, you can contribute these positives because of your DILES score, because of what the algorithm has classified as what you need to be eating, what is the quality of your diet, what is going to help you, right? And we're going to be able to track these things and give people a sense of the direction they need to be moving to improve their overall health so they can die less and stay around for the health revolution. You understand? This is beautiful, quite frankly. I think it's beautiful. It's hard to explain to people, but I think this is a good summary. What else? The development progress, it's very slow, right? I've been fucking busy at the ass. I had a test yesterday that I absolutely kind of fucking bombed, not gonna lie, but everyone else did, so fuck it, right? School is just busy as fuck, So that's a problem, but school's almost over and we can work on this full time. It's going to be incredible. Need to ask that girl out at the gym. Beautiful, beautiful opportunity, or maybe not. We'll think about it. What does it matter at the end of the day? I don't know. Anyways, I'm not really good at this content creation thing. I want to make more TikToks that are very exaggerated and like insulting people, but like in a playful way, because that's what you got to do on TikTok to get the views, right? I don't really enjoy doing that. I don't really even enjoy doing this, but I'm forcing myself to do it because it's kind of like a diary for me of the progress. And if I fail in a month, or if I keep going in a month, I can look back and see the progress we have made, because this is a community thing too. I want to mention that. The app needs to have a very large community behind it, because what comes along with health, and what comes along with improved health in general, is improved community, right? I mean, there's research on how people that are more social and have maybe a little bit of alcohol when they go out on the weekends with their friends, they have better health outcomes. Humans are social beings. We need to be social. It's fantastic. I'm going to a party later tonight. It's going to be epic. It's going to be great. Probably not. It's a bunch of engineers. They're fucking losers to talk to. I'm just kidding. The point is, the community aspect of DILES needs to be big. I like what Brian Johnson is doing with his Don't Die community. He has formulated a fantastic community, and I don't know if we'll be able to do that, because we are so small, right? And Brian Johnson is rich as fuck. He's famous. He has a lot going for him. I have, in terms of that, nothing going for me, right? Not rich or famous. Though I'm probably a little more jacked than him. Maybe a little more handsome too. Who knows, you know? But anyways, we made a website, right? Where you can sign up for the newsletter to get something going, right? About a domain name and all that. The app is improving. There's a lot to work on with the app. We got the Firebase authentication set up. All that fun stuff is going well. I got a lot of time today, so I'm gonna work on it. But the future goals, you know, get a solid foundation of the app going. Build out the plan of what this really means, right? The business plan in a sense, but it's more than business, because I just see this being the future in general. And along those lines too, there's something really exciting going on. The Maze Business School, they have an AI competition. Because it's a business school. The competition is basically submit an AI business proposal, and the winner will receive $100K, and there's follow-up prizes like $50K, $25K, $1,000. I'm going to submit this idea after I build it, and it's due in a month, the proposal, and I'm going to try my best, and I think I have a very good shot at this. I think it's going to be incredible. I'm really excited, and very pumped. There's a lot of things going on in the future, and you know, if you actually are listening and you're not a bot or the Muslim guy or the fucking twink, you know, this is incredible. This is incredible stuff. If you have any thoughts at all, any opinions, drop them in the comments. I would love to hear what you think. Share this with your friends. Share it with your family. You know, spread the message of we have to die less. Spread that message. Enjoy yourselves too. Every now and then you have a piece of cake.